Oh, that's what they were thinking. Oh, hello, you beautiful nerds. Welcome to the Drunk Banthas podcast, where we talk about sci-fi, fantasy, horror, and all the popular art that we love. Also, we do it drunk.
We do it mostly drunk, ladies and gentlemen. We do it mostly drunk.
Mostly drunk.
Hold on, I got something for you out.
Please, hold your applause to the end. We do this podcast mostly drunk, always encouraged, but never mandatory. I am Jedi Master Grayson, and I'm joined, as always, by my co-host and brother Bill. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing great. Doing good, doing great. How are you?
Tip top. Best day of my life. Can't complain. I'm so excited about this show tonight. We are talking about the beauty, and as always, we are talking shit. Unfortunately, we are doing it without our family member, Jeff. He is taking the day off, but we will hopefully see him next week for Jeff's Comic Book Corner and to join the beauty conversation. But before we get into our first topic of the night, I guess I should do a little
Jeff.
Shout out to Jeff, brother from another mother.
Kinda. What?
I was trying to think of another thing. Cousin from another
Brother from another mother really could just be your stepbrother. And
yeah. It's a stepbrother with a little more stank on it. It's my brother from another mother. You mean Diana's son?
Diana's son. Yeah.
Also want to remind you guys to not forget to tune into the Bantha Bunch every Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific time, hosted by your favorite cousin, Bill. Bill, what are you guys going to be talking about this Thursday?
This Thursday, we're going to be talking about Nigga Monkey Man. Nigga Monkey Man. Oh.
What?
The Darwin incident. We're going to be talking about the Darwin incident a little bit, but we're also going to be talking about the new documentary on Netflix, new-ish, because see, last week it didn't really work for me because shit didn't. Man, it was a really bad go of it. So we're going to be talking about the documentary about called Reality Check Inside America's Next Top Model. I tried to talk about it last Thursday. Mm-hmm. First unsuccessful episode of the Bantha Bunch show. It basically just was me sitting here for an hour and a half with shit skipping.
Oh no.
I mean, basically, not like that was the whole thing. I never even talked about the show at all. It was crazy. So please come waste your fucking time with me this Thursday. And we're going to talk about that a little bit. Sorry, this is in my way.
It did seem like an interesting subject matter because I've heard a lot of horror stories about Tyra and just how sort of unhinged she can be behind the scenes. I don't know for sure. I've never seen any video of any of this.
Disrespectful. That's really what it is. That you're disrespectful.
I haven't seen the video.
No, because you think all them things about Tyra. You hear and you just believe.
Like I was saying, I haven't seen any of these things, so I can't say whether any of these things are true, but I'm very curious about this documentary. I mean, if there's smoke, there's fire, right? If you can make a documentary about it, it's got to be interesting. Books, Bookers, and Purrs said, you want to be on top? Hit the like button. Absolutely, positively. And Adral, I'm not gonna try to pronounce this.
And you're not gonna read it. I don't even know why you were even going to entertain this person and their bullshit.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Have you ever watched a movie from your childhood that doesn't quite hold up like you remember? Well, you would enjoy our monthly series, Does It Hold Up? Where we revisit classic genre films with a special guest to help us determine if they're as good or as bad as we remember. It's a whole lot of fun, so you should check it out.
Please check out the Drunk Banthas channel. They clearly are ready for being seen at a higher level. Back to the show.
Yes, check out our show Does It Hold Up? Our episode Steel should be dropping soon. And also this month, The Mummy with our good friend and actress Haley Hayes should be dropping in the month of March. So keep your ears to the ground for that. We got a lot of great episodes coming out this year with a lot of really fun guests. So I'm excited about that.
Mostly The Mummy.
Mostly The Mummy.
Oh man, we do have a really big one coming up, like a hog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got a few that I'm really excited about. Honestly, like this year, we try to focus on getting some guests that we've never had on the show before.
Yeah.
So you will see a lot of new faces, a couple of familiar faces, but really stoked about this season.
A hog like Sir Aaron, or isn't it Sir Aaron? Sir Aaron, didn't he the one that Nite that was Dunk's Squire, Dunk was squiring for? Excuse me, I'm like
Arlen.
Yeah, right? Sir Arlen. He was the one who had the big hog.
Yeah. It's been, honestly, that might be a nominee for next year's Drunkies because I could have made
it in television.
Biggest fake dick in television for 2020.
You know it was.
I've been reading on this.
Did you talk to old buddy?
I've been reading on this. Prosthetic dicks were really big in 2025. 28 years later, Splitsville, and also apparently that old man did not have an epic dick that long.
I need to see the literature on this.
Hey, like they have perfected fake dick technology in movies, and I'm here for it.
Let me tell you something. It ain't no doubt in you. It shouldn't be no doubt in nobody's mind. They are going to figure out how to show you some big dick before they're able to do anything. Still can't do de-aging perfectly. They can, right? Boy, they can show you one of them fake dicks. They've been able to do fake dicks since Spartacus. Remember Spartacus?
Oh yeah,
the TV Spartacus, show Spartacus.
Yeah. That was a very sexy show.
Oh, I wouldn't call it sexy. I call it homoerotic.
I mean, it's not totally homoerotic because there's
there was more. Well, no, there was. It was a movie. I mean, TV show about male slaves. So there was more dudes. You know what I'm saying? And really, all you got to do is see was Xena's boobs. Really, mostly you just seen Xena.
Yeah, boobs. Lucy Lewis' boobs counteract like 15 dicks.
No, not 15. Trust me, it didn't. As somebody who watched every episode of that show, it did not. He tried though. Those titties tried.
I guess we should move on to
mostly
our first...
that ass tried.
I guess we should move on to our first topic of the night. We are talking
Okay, just go with me for a minute. What if there were a medicine that could heal like almost anything?
Well, yeah, that would be great.
I know you thought we were talking about common side effects, but there are some crossover themes with our show that we're talking about tonight. Beauty
coming all over the place. I mean, I guess that doesn't really.
Shout outs to common side effects. Winner of best animated series, Drunkies this weekend.
That's the only Alex. Damn spoilers.
Yeah, this is spoilers for those who didn't watch live on Saturday, right. But all of you, we call you normies. You guys can check.
Hold on a second. We got a issue here.
But we will be having a truncated version of the Drunkies coming out next week. We're going on vacation this week. But next week you will be able to see a truncated episode of the Drunkies.
What am I gonna do? I guess tomorrow I will be doing.
Oh yeah, I guess you got to
the Drunk Banthas. I mean the Bantha Bunch show. Maybe I'll do it live tomorrow.
Yeah, do a little early. Why not?
And who knows? Maybe I'll just do it Thursday. Nah.
Do that shit.
For those who are not aware, my birthday is on Thursday. You know what I'm saying? this Thursday.
Happy
So I
anniversary,
can't
bro.
really do the Bantha Bunch show because we're gonna be out of town. I'll tell you where I'll be after I get back.
Yeah, I want y'all following me.
I don't really. It's not about following. It's just I don't like anybody knowing where I'm at.
Yeah,
You don't got to follow me if you live where I'm going to be.
right.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. And also, what if I know people where I'm going to go?
Mhm.
I don't want to see them when I go there. There's a lot of that.
That is
in
fair.
life.
Oh man, I meant to hit up my friend and
Nah. Don't say who they are. Don't say who they are. Because then they'll be like, no.
He's not watching.
No. You give yourself wiggle room. You can use this as physical evidence. Like, no, look, I was talking about you.
I thought about you. The Beauty episode 8, Beautiful Brothers. This was an interesting. Two brothers. This was an interesting episode. But I gotta say that I am
whatever you say.
I'm falling out of like with this show. It is irritating me more and more. But I don't know. It takes like one step, like 2 steps forward, and then one step backwards every episode. But let's get into the plot.
Interesting.
Let's get into the plot of it. As Byron prepares his presentation for the Beauty's upcoming launch, he cuts down his company's budget and disbands its other division to reinvest the drug. He later uses the Beauty procedure on his estranged sons, Tig and Gunther, great names, to save them from drug overdose, for which Franny swears vengeance on Byron. Now, this is an interesting opening. Lots going on. Byron is setting up for the launch of the Beauty, and maybe I wasn't paying as much attention, but did we get introduced to this character that he fires at the opening before now?
Nah, you mean the tall white lady?
Yeah,
Dr. Mama.
Dr. Mama, yeah, Dr. White Mama. As the lady, as the dude calls her.
Jeremy, yeah, Dr. White Mama. I'm going with that. We cannot forget. Never be disrespectful and call her outside of her name. Her name is Dr. White
Dr.
Mama.
White Mama.
And I will never accept anything but. Now, no, I don't think he knew not the mama.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is our first time seeing her.
I mean, not that we knew. I mean, I don't think we knew not the mama. I don't think we've seen her before. Pretty positive we have. And it's kind of like finding out, like, you've been watching the Kingpin for like 7 episodes, and then you find out that you're getting moved down to a lower henchman.
Yeah.
Now we get to go to Silvermane.
Yeah, now you get to fight Shades.
Right. Now you get to fight Norman Osborn. You know.
What up, my Banthas? How you doing, Othelius? Good to see you.
Shout out to Othelius. Shout out to Gers and Purrs too. I forgot to give y'all this love right here. My bad.
But yeah, like it is interesting how, like, you're seeing, you know, of course, the estranged relationship between Byron and his sons, Tig and Gunther.
By the way, isn't it Byron's fault that they're? It's one of their fault, the parents' fault, that he's like a terrible person.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Excuse me, that their kids turn out terribly because their kids are named Tig and Gunther. So clearly they didn't love these kids.
Yeah, you named them after WWE wrestlers or something.
Tig and Gunther, man, yeah, they sound like a bad graphic novel buddy cop team.
Yeah.
Tig and Gunther.
Yeah, set in Mississippi.
By the way, shout out to my homie Tig.
Yeah, what's up, Tig?
But that's not his first name.
That's not his first name. No, it is interesting that you say that because, like, and maybe there is a sense of self-loathing and guilt there with Ashton Kutcher's character. By the way, they called him the Corporation in the subtitles when I watched it today. I don't know what that means, but Byron Forrest, aka the Corporation, he could
that's
be
his villain name.
Yeah.
See, we getting villain names this episode.
Because
this is a comic book,
Glass,
right?
Yeah,
we did find out
This is a
because
comic.
of our homie Jeff, who's not here today. Oh, I thought I had a death thing, like a dun 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 dun. But no, yeah, he's not here with us today. But yeah, this is a comic book TV show, and I think this is where we get in our supervillain names. You know,
Yeah,
the corporation, and then Mother.
Yeah,
Dr. White Mother.
Dr. White Mama. Yeah,
Dr. White Mama is. I wish I'd have got a clip of that.
But no, it is interesting because like I do think he's coming from a place of shame and self-deprivation because he is responsible for raising these kids. His genetics are a part of making these kids physically who they are. And he feels like a sense of like shame that he can't correct them in his eyes without his secret serum. And it even brings out, the 5% Nigerian in his blood, which I thought was a wild way to take this show.
And I don't even know if it's really that. If that is really what the reason that it happened, I don't like it. I like the idea better that he just really wanted to be black. And that's what he just kept saying this. I want to be black, I want to be black, I want to be black, I want to be black.
Yeah.
I'm black. And then he came, I think he came out black, since we know that you just come out as a woman. If you're like born as a man, you can then come out as a woman.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I thought was more
Hold
interesting.
on, you got to read this comment.
Yeah, sorry. I think they said in the chat, Tig and Gunther sound like suspects in a hate crime or selling guns with registration numbers filed off. Absolutely.
Oh, shout out to Fifth Bantha. Fifth Bantha
Looks like them beauty boys are at it again. But no, I totally agree. Like it's interesting, like him having this resentment towards them, like genetic wise, and he's essentially responsible. But now, and he's always, and also just like his rich white person mentality, he's like, I have a way to fix this thing, which this thing is my kids.
Well,
but then his wife responds, not.
I think that he sees it as a genetic flaw. See, later I'm transitioning over to when he goes to the FBI directors or chief, whatever the fuck
from last episode.
But when he goes to him, he tries to appeal to him under the guise of like, you can't help your kid be what you want them to be. And you even though you try your hardest, watching them just and being disappointed in your inability to help them, to change them. And then we see that his kids are butt fucking ugly. Them niggas look bad.
Yeah,
dead ass was like,
how are the kids of Vincent D'Onofrio and Isabella Rossellini look like just Bebop and Rocksteady?
Both of like, but what's his name is not that bad. Look, Vincent D'Onofrio is not like.
That's what I'm saying. Vincent D'Onofrio was a fox when he was in his 20s.
Hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
Isabella Rossellini looked gorgeous as a younger actress up until like
but
45 minutes ago. Isabella Rossellini was a fox.
That don't mean shit, because sometimes pretty people make very ugly babies.
That is true. That's true. I've seen it in real life.
I seen it.
Then later on, who is he? Oh yeah, Byron uses the beauty to a procedure on his estranged sons, Tig and Gunther, to save them from the drug overdose, for which Franny swears vengeance on Byron. Elsewhere, the assassin, Terrence Howard's son, is
Terrence Howard's son. I'm finally glad someone else is on board.
Is Byron before he is met by Byron before he, Jeremy, Cooper, and Jordan are taken to an NIH quarantine facility where the survivors of the Condé Nast incident had previously been killed by mercenaries. Now, this scene was
the old Kansas City shuffle, Alex.
I look right, you look left,
and then you end up in jail or in a rubber room where you're gonna get shot to death.
Yeah, like I didn't fully understand. Like, this is one of those tropes in movies and TV shows that kind of annoy me when someone gets kidnapped instead of just like murked when they're supposed to be. And I think that eventually they explained what was happening. Like, they got rescued by Dr. White Mama, and she was trying to use them to basically kill Byron Forrest. But like, it seems like, Forrest's company is specifically trying to, just eliminate the people who are infected with the virus. I'm curious why they didn't kill them immediately rather than like,
because you need to the same reason they didn't kill the people who they had in there. Because you can't keep it from spreading without isolating the exposure.
But that's the thing.
Once you kill, because once the blood itself, the exposure, it's a blood to blood exposure. If that, like, even AIDS isn't blood, like airborne blood. Like, when AIDS blood gets out into the air, it dies, actually. Like, the virus is no longer, like, can get on you.
Right, it's not aerosol.
But, like, it can probably get into your eyeball or something like that. You have risk then.
Right.
But very rare. This shit definitely gets into your skin, into your eyes. You got it. So if you kill somebody and then somebody has to then come and get that body, right? Somebody has to, you know what I'm saying? Like, they fried up that dude's, but like when they were killing people in the wild, the nigga was filleting niggas up and shit. Do autopsies, find out what your chemical combination is, you know what I'm saying? Like, you'll notice that, oh, this person isn't built like a human being because there's like bones that have been reorganized in this person's body and whatnot.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. But
yeah, I'm just saying, so like, I see there's reasons why bringing them there. And then the second reason why bringing them there is, how can the lady... So I have another theory.
Okay.
The FBI agent.
Which one?
The guy who sold him up the river.
Oh, yeah, Meyer.
We see him talk to Evan Peters, telling him to do as you're told. So this lady doesn't never get him unless the FBI director dude fulfills his half of the deal that he had with Byron.
Right.
So if he doesn't do that, then it looks kind of suspicious, fishy, right?
Right. Yeah.
So it had those certain things actually did have to happen. The dog and pony show did have to be played so that you get the perp walk, so that you can see them on camera, so that you can see that they went to the facility. They just didn't get, murked at it.
Yeah, it just feels like there are just a lot of extra steps to make sure that the people that we know are going to get killed don't get killed. Like, we know that these 4 characters aren't going to die.
I don't know. You could have thought that Jeremy and Anthony Ramos, they're kind of like they could die. They could die.
I feel like, yeah, definitely after this episode, like I see them making it to the end. And
I mean,
honestly,
I'm not talking about how going forward, but I feel like up until that moment, you definitely felt like, well, these people could live.
Right. Yeah, especially with those characters being more villains.
These people could die. That's what I meant.
Right. Especially with those characters being more villains, is like you're more accepting to them dying. But now that they're sort of anti-heroes and they're on the good guy side, it's like, well, they're probably gonna last till the end.
Or they have that arc where they're good guys and then they die.
All right, they make
because
the
they made
honorable
their
sacrifice.
Yeah, there you go. They made the honorable sacrifice.
Go without me.
Like Anthony Ramos, Terrence Howard's son.
Yeah.
He's going to save Jeremy so that he don't have to, you know what I'm saying, make up for the bullshit.
Yeah.
Man, live your life, man. Live your life. Don't be like me. Be a piece of shit.
Forrest Whitaker and Rogue One.
Go without me. Oh, I thought you were gonna do the Black Pizza
has been stripped. Anyway, that leads us to episode 9, Beautiful Evolution. Dr. Diana Sterling reveals herself as the mastermind behind Cooper, Jordan, and the assassin, and Jeremy's escape. She explains the history of the Deacons and asks for assistance in the assassination of
History
Byron.
of Deacons starts in slavery.
Since he knows the assassin, Jeremy and Jordan look like already. That was a terrible sentence. Cooper must take the beauty and use his new appearance to get close enough. I kind of saw this twist coming from a mile away. As soon as she said she's gonna recognize any of you guys coming toward him, I was like, so Cooper's gonna take the drug, or Cooper's gonna take the beauty and try the assassination.
I felt like that was kind of what it was leading to too, but you ain't gonna tell me you saw him coming as a little kid though.
That was very strange, and it's probably okay. I do feel like the casting is not great.
Do I need a?
No. This is in theory. This is just a complaint of the show, and it's not a huge complaint. It's more of a nitpick. But we talked about how before, the improved version of Rebecca Hall is she's not hotter than Rebecca Hall. Rebecca Hall is a smoke show.
No, but we would say she's what Rebecca Hall wanted,
right? Which is why, to your point, I wish that they didn't say anything about the 5% Nigerian thing with Ashton Kutcher's son, because I wish it was just something about what you want.
He could be wrong though. That's what I was saying earlier.
Mm. Oh yeah,
that's what I was meaning about the Drake thing, because I don't think that that's correct. I think that he's wrong about that, because the first thing that shows us. Well, actually, finish your statement.
Well, I was just gonna say, I feel like some of the casting is off. For Jeremy, obviously, they had a traditionally, overweight man, and they chose a traditionally fit guy. With Rebecca Hall and Evan Peters, it's like y'all chose two hot people. I can't think when Anthony Ramos was talking to Evan Peters, is like, oh man, your face look busted. You sure don't want this beauty? He's like, nigga, he looks like he took the beauty too. Y'all are all beautiful actors. What are y'all talking about?
They look a little different though. We can admit that they look different though.
I mean, yeah, they all look different, but
stronger. I mean, faster, bigger, or female instead of being male. See, that's what I think you're getting. You're getting hung up on the first kind of transformations. And not what we've come to learn about the beauty transformations going forward. There's now more questions. You are using the answers that we've had, but the questions really are now laid in with what are these flaws? And we kind of missed it the first time that we saw one of the flaws, and that was when we saw Terrence Howard's son get his transformation. He came back with his eye still fucked up. Well, to me, we looked at that as, well, it can't cure everything sometimes, but we should have probably looked at it as a flaw in the virus, in which there is a mutation or something that it can't always go the way you think it would go.
Well, like Dr. White Mama said, biology is unpredictable, and that's why she went the synthetic route. Yeah.
But I mean, we didn't know that basically until this episode. So I feel like maybe because you were hung up on how much stupid was going on beforehand, you didn't quite get, and because this is stupidly 2 episodes, not just one long ass episode,
Yeah, this could have been a 60-minute episode.
I feel like it's kind of some of that interpretation
Mhm.
is kind of lost in a little bit of translation just due to that.
Yeah, Athelia said in the chat he's 95% Caucasian with a 5% margin of Salen error or Saiyan errors. Yeah, like my complaint was more, and this is very superficial. Again, like I just feel like if you're trying to hammer home the idea of people not being happy with their physical appearance, just like don't get somebody who's been on the cover of magazines for how hot they are, which is Evan Peters and Rebecca Hall.
Evan Peters is just a dude. I mean, come on. I mean, like there are some girls who find him attractive, but I'm not trying to be disrespectful because people who I'll say what I was about to say to you after we get off. So I'm not even gonna go into that.
Well, just to bring up the point that I think you're probably touching on is that like I've had people who have told me that they don't find Ryan Gosling attractive at all. But
I've told you plenty of times that there are 700. You can walk by 700 Ryan Goslings just walking down the street, but then a bitch walk up on a Ryan Gosling, they're like, oh, the actual Ryan Gosling.
Right.
They're just like, oh my god.
And Sean William Scott, back in the day, Stifler for all those. I remember him being on Conan years ago and being like, yeah, girls would not talk to me before I was on American Pie. Now that I'm like famous, like girls think that I'm hot. I don't understand it.
Fucking lip goes way back here. It looks like he got hit in the face with a shovel. But, not that he's a bad looking dude.
No. But
sometimes you get hit in the face with a shovel, your face go one way.
But I think it's like, again, like you said, it's about perception. Which is why another thing I was hoping that the beauty was all going to be mostly influenced by what you want to look like on the inside. Because it seemed like that's the way it was working for a while. And then like this new thing with white kid becoming a black kid just kind of throws. And then and now Peter's becoming a kid.
But you got to remember they're getting the trans woman got the shot at its earliest stages, right? That isn't just something that just happened. We were kind of back in time. We were back in time. So the changes are happening over time, and I don't see why. I think that what we're seeing is that because the changes are happening, people are having different effects, but it's as we get more further and further and further down the road. So everything that you assumed, basically we've been assuming things and we should not have ever been assuming anything. That's basically what the situation has been up until this point. Because now we got information. Now we know everything. No, I'm trying. So now we don't have to assume anything else. We know everything now. I just feel like where we messed up somewhere along the line, assuming too much.
Yeah, I mean, well, this is a mystery box show, so it's just like it's built for you to assume things. It's built for you to ask questions. Yeah, which is probably one of the reasons I'm not digging this show toward the latter end.
I'm not mad at the show, but I just hate real mystery box.
But yeah, like I just don't like. I don't really care for how. We mentioned this on another show that I can't think of right now, but like how each episode they're raising questions rather than answering them. It's like I'm getting more and more confused.
That's not actually going to be a good. So it's kind of contradicting your argument. I understand what you're saying, 100%. But the show you're talking about is Severance. That's the show that we were talking about because it's like we were talking about it one time. Why do I like this show? And I was like, yeah, Alex, I don't understand it either. It's a show where we have no idea what's going on, but we get more and more information every single episode, but no less and less.
Yeah.
So we have to keep coming back. And I feel like to a degree, that is what this show is. You know what I think is the problem? You know what I think is the problem? Did I hit myself?
Use of said, well.
You know what I think the problem is for me at times and for you especially? It's Ashton Kutcher.
He's not the biggest problem, but go ahead.
No, I think that I'm not saying he's the biggest problem. I'm saying that he is the wrench.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? He's a cog that's a little too big for what's supposed to be in the clock. And to me, it sets like his scenes are fine, but they just don't match the rest of the vibe of the show to me. And so to me, it's like everything's fine. And then we get to his scenes. And the episodes that you haven't liked have been the most heavy Ashton Kutcher episodes.
I mean, I didn't really care for episode 9 either. And it was just heavily like them in this weird Game of Thrones ballroom where they're explaining.
Episode 9 was just a transformation episode. They did 3 commercial episodes. They did 3 commercial breaks of Evan Peters transforming. So I can understand. That's why I said this shouldn't have been. This should have been episode 8. Not episode 9. It should have been one whole episode because I think that you're right. Episode 9 wasn't as good, but it was really just to be continued of episode 8. I don't know why. Like if they realized they didn't have nothing else for that hour block.
It's like I guess we'll just put it out together. It's gonna be too much to edit it together. But no, I feel like Ashton Kutcher. There are definitely moments in the show where I'm just like, I don't believe you. And there are other moments where I'm just like, oh man, he's locked in. But sometimes it'll be within like a 30-second span in the same scene.
Be in the same scene. Yeah.
Where he's like, oh man, he's killing it. And then it's like, I don't know, maybe they should have got somebody else. But I feel like the biggest handicap on this show is, which ironically is probably the thing that makes it the most intriguing, is Ryan Murphy, the guy who conceptualized it all. Because the dialogue sometimes is just so bad. Like when we had the people who were infected in the basically kill box before those guys came in and shot everybody, that was excruciating dialogue.
Which one?
Like when all the guys
episode 9.
Yeah. Like, oh my God, somebody killed these guys.
What? I knew they were gonna die when they started talking about like kind of like it's gonna be okay. I'm like, you're not alone.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, both of y'all gonna die. I was like, yeah, both of them gonna die. But so I didn't get hung up on that. Like I was just like, you need a cold open. You need a cold open for this episode that was unnecessary because it should have been just one long episode.
Yeah.
I did like Terrence Howard's son's reveal his backstory in episode 8. To me, that's what made episode 8 dope.
Anthony Ramos is one of those actors who can elevate. He's one of the actors who can elevate text. Like we talked about it before, where like you can get a corny line, but you get a really great actor who's locked in. He can make it sound like profound. Yep. And I feel like Anthony Ramos is one of those.
His character is corny as fuck.
So fucking corny.
But he is making the nigga cool because he's making him weird.
Yeah.
He's playing him weird.
Mm-hmm.
And because he has a level of cool to himself personally, it's coming off like, oh, I'm cool, but I'm also so fucking weird because I'm crazy. But also I have a heart is what we found out this episode. Why he's been so sensitive towards Jeremy. Jeremy's probably around the same age as his son is now. So I did enjoy that in episode 8, but it's also another part of why I feel like it should have just been one long episode because his growth from that episode to the end of episode 9 really doesn't even matter unless it's together. Episode 9 is just him just being around, not saying any damn thing except for at the end. If somebody puts some black back on my head, nigga, what you gonna do? Arms locked up tight. If you was gonna do something, then do it, nigga.
Yeah, he's just
like, if you gonna do something, then do it. Nigga. So it made him look like a bitch, like right there at the end. Like we could have just. The only thing he did in episode 9 is look like a bitch. So I feel like they could have did that a little bit better. But we need to get to these chats real quick because Lil Frothy said, "Get you a Uggo." I don't know what that means. Like,
get you an Uggo. You
what
ain't
does
gotta
that
worry.
mean?
You ain't gotta worry.
What's that
She
mean
ain't going
though?
nowhere.
Who is ugly? Like ugly in the eyes
I
of
think
the
that's
beholder.
just a PSA. Like, that's nothing to do with the show. It's
Get
just
you an
like,
Uggo.
get
You
an
ain't got to worry about it going nowhere. Or I guess him either.
Yeah, either or. For the Banthas said, changing melanin seems like it would be feasible. The de-aging is wild, and certainly what would happen to me. LOL.
We hadn't got to the de-aging yet.
Well, I mean, yeah, like
hold on. Let's get to the rest of them. Because we're gonna get there. So let me just get to the rest of these.
Fifth Banthas says, I miss Monarch coverage. Hey, some people don't want to cover that this year, so we might not be doing it.
That. It's like y'all didn't really watch. Like nobody watched them
as much as usual.
Well, to be fair, this is a different channel now, so ain't nobody really watching, so that's fine. But it was not good enough for the Nerds at Night Drunk Banthas Council to allow us to talk about it.
It's going to be a stacked couple of months. Invincible comes out in a couple of weeks, so after we rough off of the beauty, we're probably going to be doing Invincible.
Maybe we'll do a Monarch episode where we just talk about the whole series and we don't talk about the whole thing, because week to week it's very painful and exhausting to do.
That could be fun.
Maybe we see if we like it this season. We know we don't like it week to week, so maybe we like it. Maybe we like it all together.
Yeah, we'll see. Athelia says, show's strongest points are pacing. Writers know how to hit you with some shit you won't expect. Even when shit don't make sense, you still don't stop watching it. Yeah, they're pretty good at the way homers, where you're just like, oh shit, and then on your way home, you're like, that makes no sense.
It's like when you leave a comedy club, you listen to it, you start thinking about what the comedian said, everybody laughing, you're like, actually, that wasn't really that funny. Why was we even laughing? And that nigga sucks.
I'm unfollowing him on Instagram. The Fifth Banthas says, quit calling me nobody. I'm so sorry, Fifth. That was disrespectful. We appreciate you watching. I said we. I meant
nobody liked. I don't know which nobody he was talking about, because I said nobody liked it, and also I said then I also said nobody watched. All of y'all watched. To be fair, I always say nobody's watching, but y'all are watching. So we really appreciate y'all.
We really do appreciate you guys watching, and let us know in the comments if you want us to cover Monarch in some insulary space. We will be covering Invincible when that comes out in a couple of weeks.
Before we get into the transformation, I just want to say, if you're having
Push the goddamn button! Push the goddamn button! You heard what she said.
Let's do it.
Hey, do what the little girl says. Cooper agrees Cooper must take the beauty as his new appearance to get close enough to Byron. Give it to me. I think about that scene from The Dark Knight all the time with Tiny Lister. Like, I feel like so you can reconceptualize that all the time.
Give it to me so I could do what you were supposed to do.
I took it from you. Oh, sorry. He knows what the assassin Jeremy and Jordan look like already. Cooper must take the beauty and use his new appearance to get close enough. Cooper agrees as long as he contracts it through sex with Jordan rather than injection. I'll talk about that in a second. Jordan, the assassin, and Jeremy are alarmed as Cooper's transformation, unlike their own, turns out to be longer and more painful, and are shocked when Cooper emerges as a healthy adolescent.
First of all, Fifth Banthas said, I just like hearing Bill say Monarch.
The Monarch! The Monarch!
Yeah, I miss saying that too. Maybe I'll do a Venture Brothers members only.
And you do a supercut from all the episodes that we watched.
Oh man, that'll definitely get us a flag. Let's do it.
But yeah, this was an interesting way to end.
Let's not say that. Not interesting. let's say disgusting.
Oh yeah, it was definitely
As-
disgusting. And I will say,
The most disgusting part of it was having sex to get infected. That's dude, that's weird. That was an unnecessary, weird ass part of this show. They were like, when's the last time we seen a butt? We don't have no butts in this scene. No butts in this episode. No titties. No titties.
I skipped the sex scene, so I'm not sure if we
Nobody
got
kissing.
titties or nothing.
Nobody kissing. We gotta have somebody kissing. And then they said, well, he could just fuck her, I guess. Nigga said,
That's it. What do you think the show is about? Goddammit.
well, shit, I guess he could just fuck her. Yes, that's what I've been talking about. Let's do it.
That's what I've been trying
Because
to
that
tell
was
you.
completely unnecessary, dude. Like, he literally just fucking give this nigga the shot.
Yeah,
It could have transformed him and mutated regardless of the shot, like the purity of it or whatever. But I don't know. Maybe they set it up earlier. They did kind of set it up where they were like, hey, biology is unpredictable, like you said. So,
yeah, they set up how the biology is unpredictable, and like to your point, if we're gonna contract something from like just happenstance STD type situation, or we're in a controlled situation where someone's medically going to induce this medication to me, so I'm not gonna get it like a copy of a copy, I would take the needle. But on the one hand, I understand
needles are hurt. Maybe he really is just a child. I mean, like pussy,
right? It's like, I don't like needles.
He did say that's a big needle. She said, I think that was like not wild line, but I do think that was improv. I think he said that's a big needle, and she was just like, there was nothing. She didn't say yes, it's a big needle, or like she was like
we didn't write a response to that.
so yeah, like maybe he's just pussy. Like, man,
maybe
you ain't sticking me with that. He's like, wait a minute. I'll just fuck her.
And it did seem like I see dramatically why they decided to do that, because there are more dramatic implications of it. It doesn't make sense for like any person to make this decision, because like not Rebecca Hall says later, it's like, what, you expect me to fuck you and give you this infection? Are you fucking crazy? It's like, yeah, that's what I was thinking when he made that decision. It's like, why would you actively give this?
No, maybe that's the plan. Because that's the plan.
It didn't have to be. You could have exorcised me from this guilt, and you could have done this shit on your own.
Nigga, that was
a
weirdo. Absolutely terrible fucking excuse. Like,
worst use of baby in a sentence.
The first time he called a baby the whole goddamn show.
That's the plan, baby.
That's the plan, baby. I'm gonna get you pregnant, goddamn. Look, let me tell you something, man. I was like, is this sexual assault now? She doesn't want to do this. But he's like, that's the plan. We're going back up in here. We don't see him technically we don't see him drag her back in. Like literally they go from the hallway to being in the room, but it's like, did he drag her back in, man? Like, how much coercing did it take to get her back into the room? But yeah, it was very uncomfortable at the very most. Like, borderline,
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
I'm saying
I would,
from what we didn't get to see.
I wouldn't go that far. Like I would see that he, I've seen a lot of movies recently, weirdly, where they try to toy with the predictability of a narrative, where they're just like, for sure that this guy's gonna do this, but then they introduce this thing where this guy has to do this, but then this third character, but then the guy decides he wants to do this again, but then this third character decides oh, I can't do this, so now this character can't do this, and it just narratively ends up coming together at the end where everybody has the same goal. And that's kind of what happened in this episode. Even Evan Peters refuses the call to action, only to have this other narrative dramatic pivot where he's with Rebecca Hall, but then Rebecca Hall refuses the call to
Baby
action.
Becca Hall.
And then they both come together because they're in love with each other or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, but you're skipping the part where he chased a bitch down the hallway after she runs and says, "I don't want to do this," and then he grabs her by the arm and says, "Baby, this is a plan." And then all of a sudden they just having sex. I'm not saying that something. Well, I'm not saying it couldn't have been consensual eventually, but it did start out. Look, I'll just put it like this: if what's that dude, Aziz Ansari? If he'd have chased that bitch down the hallway when she left his apartment, he would be doing some R. Kelly time right now. You can't. The bitch can't say, "I'm
he's white, so it's okay." If he's Jonathan Majors,
I guarantee you, Evan Peters has chased a bitch down the hallway in real life, grabbing her down. He did it a little too smooth. No, but I don't want to say that. I was just joking, Evan.
I do feel like in this scene, the line, even though it was clunky and it didn't fully convince me, I see what they were trying to do with it. Where they're having the argument where, Rebecca Hall says, "This is how we save the world."
Yeah, but they did it because they had to, because this is weird.
Yeah, but also they both have an understanding that they love each other. Like that's not that they've said they love each other numerous times. So we know that they have physical attraction. They've had sex before. So this isn't like anything new.
It's
like,
not,
well, I mean, this is nothing new with like the physicality, but they have to reckon with the stakes of this.
100%, dude. She's a completely different person. 2, they've not had sex since she's a completely different person.
Oh.
On purpose, though, like not like, oh, we're mutually not doing it. He specifically was like, bitch, we can't do this. So there's this level of threat that has been put on it already. Now all of a sudden you just want me to stay. We can't do it. It's like if you was allergic to apples your whole life, then niggas was like, well, actually, you can actually just eat apples.
Well,
would you be like, hell yeah, I'm gonna go out here and just tear these apples up? Or are you gonna be like this? I don't know.
Right.
I don't know if I want to eat these apples. She was, I don't know if I want to eat these apples. And he was, bitch, you better give me some of these apples.
But that speaks to the bad writing of the show.
Because she said, I don't want to do this. He still could have gone and got the shot.
Yeah. And that speaks to the bad writing of the show because
that scene.
One, she was all about having sex with him before knowing the implications of the virus and there wasn't a chance for them to save the world from the outcome. That was her decision a couple episodes ago. But now she's the one with the strong moral center and he's the one who wants to have sex. Like, that's the bad writing.
No. That is, they explain that. It's the drug that was driving that urge in her.
I thought we said no. Oh, okay. All right.
No. She even mentioned it. She said, I've just been like wanting to fuck since I got like, she's like, that's the crazy thing about it. Like, I love it. And it wasn't until she got the negative attraction that she was like, yo, this is actually a problem. I need to get my shit together. But now she's around somebody she doesn't have to feel vain around. She knows that, like you said, this is real. Like, I know this is real. But when he makes a point to be like, no, we don't know how, because at that point they didn't really know how it was transmitted.
Right. Yeah.
So once they find out it's sexually later, it becomes a different type of thing. We got to remember that she has this burning inside of her, even though they haven't really touched on it since then.
Right.
It is still there, that urge. And like I said, she was showing discipline. He was not showing discipline. But to your point, what I wouldn't say that there's been bad writing on the show. That episode was badly written, and you could tell it was badly written, basically based off of everything we're saying. That one interaction down the hallway was put there just so that all of this other shit even makes any sense. Like, because they had that one scene at the dinner table stating where she states to Evan Peters, whatever happens, however you come up out of there, I'm gonna fuck with you. I'm gonna still love you, bro. It's gonna be real. I'm still fucking with you.
Right.
And then it had to lead up to some passionate moment, build more stakes up. It was just like, take your mind off the fact that she just said that shit. That very obviously foreshadowing shit where because the shot was like dead on her face for a long, uncomfortable time. Something they haven't done the entire series. So I was like, yeah, that was just, this whole scene was just to make this ending, the transformation, make some kind of dramatic sense.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to tell you, how many transformations have happened this season? Because we need to put that on the board for a Drunkies award.
It's like 8. So this is like what the 4 in that flashback.
No, I didn't mean in this show. I meant like
oh,
in television this year. We gotta make television and movies. We need to pay attention to transformations because this would win best transformation. This episode.
Best fake hog and best transformation nominees for the Drunkies next year.
They trying to get it in there, boy. Niggas is eating pork in February next year.
Hey, 28 years later, the Bone Temple. The Bone Temple.
Oh, that's a transformation, huh?
No, that's the prosthetic dicks. And
oh.
Game of Thrones, the Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Nobody changes into a zombie in that movie.
Oh yeah, but I'm
saying that's a transformation.
Oh well, actually, that's a transformation.
So it's just all regular zombies. Just zombies.
Nobody gets a chance. Bone Temple is fucked.
Bone
Temple is so fucked up.
Go check out the short Bone Temple review.
Sorry, I can't get into that, but God, please go see it.
What was the point? Oh, transition.
Dicks and
that's right.
Dicks and
Transformations.
Yeah.
Yeah, because so what would you, I forgot what I was gonna say earlier, but what would you say the top 3 transformations are on this show so far?
Oh man, transformations from this show?
Yeah, just this show. The transformations from ugly to beauty, beauty to booty. Booty to beauty.
Man, the transformations,
they've all kind of been fucking shitty.
Yeah, I will say the first episode and the first scene, which isn't a transformation, it's like when we see the person go crazy and then explode. That's the best scene of the show so far.
First of all,
but just like talking about
that's not. Hold on. I'm asking you, what's the favorite shit?
God damn.
What do you mean, goddamn? That's just punching you.
I know. I prefaced it by saying that I wasn't talking about the transformation. I was just like saying that I like that scene as the best body horror scene of the show. And like we mentioned last week, the body horror is lacking, especially in the transformations of the show.
Which is why I didn't know why you don't like this transformation. This last one.
This was the best transformation to me.
Well, can you answer my question now?
I'm trying to. The Evan Peters transformation is my favorite. And the very first transformation with Jeremy is my second favorite.
I said, what's your top 3?
And then Ashton Kutcher.
You barely even saw Ashton Kutcher. You saw like 8 other people.
Just the scene.
I'm saying, yeah, you barely even saw his transfer. I'm saying
Billy Eichner that scene.
I don't even know. You just randomly picking one now.
That's an actor from that scene. I was just checking.
Like I said, that scene is just so many. That to me is not really a good one because it's just so many people. I can't believe you didn't pick Jeremy. Jeremy is like.
I said Jeremy was my second one.
Who? I thought you were just talking about
Evan Peters 1, Jeremy 2, and I chose Ashton Kutcher as 3rd because, like, you know, it's just another scene. Like that's my least favorite, and that's when like I felt like the transformations are getting a little. But then this one and Evan Peters with the thumbnail coming off. Ugh.
Yeah, I would give, if I was going to give a 3, I would give it to, what's her name? Laura. Langley.
Oh, yeah, that was very forgettable. So yeah, I would say that too.
I would say 3. I wouldn't say forgettable. No, she did a weird thing, look like she was turning into, she did a thing where she bent her back all the way back and looked like she was doing a what do you call it?
Homeboy did that this season too.
I mean, no. What is it called? No, I'm talking about she did this like little walk thing, like the goddamn what's that movie where niggas The Exorcist? She did some Exorcist shit. She did. She like went backwards like what do you call it? Not crab walk style. Is that a crab walk?
Reverse crab walk. Yeah.
And then started walking, nigga. And then she was like bent back, and they did something where it looked like they broke her arm. So I liked that one.
That was your favorite?
No, I said it was top 3.
Oh, okay.
That was my 3.
Okay.
But like, because to me, your top 3, there's been 20 fucking transformations. Your top 3 ain't supposed to be. Third one is the one you didn't like. It's supposed to be 3 ones that you did like. So yeah, I'm going with Evan Peters, Jeremy, and old girl. Because those were actually trippy. It's when you get outside of that you're like, God damn, okay. And also, dude who ended up, the gay dude who got it in his eye, and he ended up transforming. He just died in episode 9 of this one. That nigga's transformation was crazy. And then he ended up running out the window like a greased up naked deaf guy.
You know, I gotta be honest, I was probably editing when that guy's transformation happened because I don't remember it.
That nigga took off to eat. His shit was looking crazy because he gave you the fear of it, you know. Like he hit, and I totally was off. I didn't know what was going on at that point with the transformations because his shit was different than everybody else's. Nobody's transformed like he did.
Yeah,
he transformed and just was like, I'm beauty.
Yeah. And that's, I mean, like, I guess it just speaks to the nature of that Dr. White Mama was talking about, where biology is just unpredictable. So I guess that just, I guess that's just like a fucking lampshade on the logistics of this virus, where like some people react to the virus very fast, some people react to the virus very slow, some people turn into little babies.
Maybe that's what our first sign was. Like I said, Terrence Howard's son was the first sign. His transformation was the first sign that it wasn't truly perfect. But maybe that was the first sign, right? Like that he changed immediately, right? And we seen transformations where Jeremy didn't. It took him like the next morning or some shit,
right?
Or not the next morning, but like took him a while.
Like it took him like
took him a while. It definitely took Evan Peters the next morning with these guys, and they made a point to make sure that was unusual. So I'm gonna go with Jeremy didn't take till the next morning, right? Like it just, we didn't know nothing about nothing at that point. Yeah, what you think about what Dr. Mama?
I kind of want to talk about Dr. White Mama because
Dr. White Mama, because she got some shit going on.
She got some shit going on. It does feel, I was like, this turned into Alien all of a sudden.
And
she said
when Evan Peters transformed,
he got a chest burster.
I said, did they reuse? Did like FX reuse like unused alien footage that just was left over? It's like, hey, we can use this. They got this over there.
Yeah. No, yeah, they was right in the last half of this season while they were watching Alien.
That's not what I was saying. I was just saying that they like, hey, we can save a little money if we use some of that Alien special effects.
I will say, it's hot take. This show is very derivative. I mentioned at the beginning that this show feels very, very much like this show wouldn't exist if the Substance didn't come out. Like, I don't think that someone would come up with the idea for this show if the Substance didn't come out, because it's so very close thematically, visually.
What about Cell?
Okay, yeah, maybe the Substance wouldn't have come out if the Cell didn't come out. But yeah, this is very specifically like the Substance, based on beauty standards and how you can take a drug to change yourself.
There was a movie that came out. Oh no, sorry, go ahead.
And like the disgusting graphic nature that can like entail.
There's a movie that came out that the Substance is actually based off of. It's a remake. It was the original Substance, and like the doctors create a medicine that they give him. That they pick the dumbest nigga that they can find, and they give it to him, and it makes him smarter, makes him
Limitless.
No, there's another show. There was another movie before that from like the 60s or 70s.
Okay.
I can't remember the name of it, but yeah,
Nothing new under the sun.
Go, yeah. I was just
J.
saying we can go
Cole
back further, and I think that
Yeah.
was a book. Like that was made based off a book. So
Yeah.
just to the point of it's a tale as old as time. Guy getting improved, losing that in some kind of way. You know, nothing good can come with anything. You know, like everything in the world can't be peaches and cream.
Right.
You know, there are no cure-alls. You know, suffering is real, but part of life. And life is part of suffering.
Right.
Old tale right there.
Right. Yeah, like, but just because like the substance, you know, came out a couple years ago and it had such high regard and critical acclaim, and this comes out so close after it, and with the alien thing, and that's I'm sure that's a coincidence. It's just like the imagery is so specific. It does make it feel like, especially like, you know, and credit to Ryan Murphy, he be making 2 TV shows a year. That nigga must be exhausted. Like he's got another show on
That
Netflix
nigga
right
don't do
now.
nothing. He made 2 TV shows a year. Like Dr. Dre makes music.
Somebody tweeted that Ryan Murphy is the gay Tyler Perry.
FD Signifier said that, I think.
Oh, was it FD?
I don't know.
He quoted the tweet.
Maybe. I don't know. Look, I don't agree with that. I think Ryan Murphy is. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Who's the gay one? Wait a minute.
Ryan Murphy's. Well, I mean, Tyler Perry's not openly gay.
Oh, because I was like, are they saying that Tyler Perry is gay? Because that is not nice to
He
say.
can't out somebody.
Yeah, he just put his business out in the street. That's disrespectful. No, I think that he's just like Dr. Dre. I think that he's not actually doing all this shit. Like shit, nigga, come to me when you need some more money. God damn it. Like I don't think that he's out here doing a goddamn thing. Credit to the people who are actually out there working every day. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and I think he's probably the reason that this episode was not written very well, because they didn't really flesh out like and to me, it's not an episode. It's not an episode. Episode 9 is not an episode, which is why they put them out back to back. Because there was no reason to do that, you know, necessarily, except for the fact that they don't go well. You could not have put a 27-minute episode up of nothing happening without having put up an hour before. I mean, an episode of an hour of episode before that, or I guess it was only like
they're both
minutes.
like 30. The one was like, they were like
37
35,
minutes, and then the other one was only 27.
Damn.
9 was only 27. Damn, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't understand the reasoning behind the release schedule and all that. We saw a similar release schedule with Grotesquerie last year. Another Ryan Murphy show. It was his 6th show of 2025.
He had the couple documentaries and shit. Oh, the biopics.
Yeah, you got that love story show this year, which I'm not gonna watch.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not watching that.
But I don't know.
Unless y'all want us to watch it. If we get 15,000 views on this YouTube video,
I guess I'll watch it. If we get
I will definitely watch it. If y'all talking about some you, I don't even know what you just said. I don't even remember what you were just talking about. We will definitely watch it. I don't care. I hope it's not like some really explicitly weird shit. I hope it's not, but I definitely will watch it.
Speaking of watching shit, don't forget to check out our episode of Does It Hold Up? Balls of Fire. Our upcoming episode Does It Hold Up on Steel. We have a review of One Battle After Another that's out there, and a new video essay talking about Marty Supreme versus Sinners is going to be coming out soon. So keep your ear to the ground for that.
And FD Signifier.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The One Battle After Another review that I did is a response to FD Signifier's review. So check that out. And in the video description, you can see what he said about the movie and how wrong he is.
Definitely check that out.
Have you ever had the thought, hey, I don't have a shirt on? Well, then you should consider perusing through the Drunk Banthas merch store. Just head over to the store tab on our YouTube channel to check out all of our very cool merch. There's legitimately a lot of cool shit there. Oh, I probably shouldn't say shit in a commercial. Well, but anyways, head to the Drunk Banthas merch store where we have hats, hoodies, shirts, mugs, and a whole bunch of other cool shit with our stupid name on it. Stay safe, my little Banthas, and may the force be with you. Oh man, that show, Bump at the Night. Shout outs in the chat if you guys remember that show, Bump at the Night, ABC Saturday mornings.
Bump in the Night.
But before we get out of here, Bill, do you want to tell the people,
I don't
like, you have any
remember.
last thoughts, final thoughts
I don't
about
remember
this?
Bump in the Night.
That was a homeboy, the green homeboy in that commercial. They would all, like, after the kid would go to sleep at night, Bump, which was the little green dude, and the little Sally doll, and some other guy would
Named
just
Nite.
go through. Huh?
His name is Nite. The other guy.
Yes.
It's Bump in the Night.
Bump and the Night. Yeah.
Bump in the Night. Bump in the Night.
Bump in the Night.
I think I seen that one. Bump in the Night.
Guys, let me know in the comments. I can't be the only person who remember that.
What did I think about? Look, I'm really excited. I did not watch the trailer. I saw like a picture of episode 9. So I'm really excited to see what's going to happen in episode 9. It's the season finale. You know, I only judge these shows episode by episode until we get the whole thing. So, you know, there's an episode left that could change your entire mind on how this entire show has gone.
Yeah, it could go.
It really could. But it, you know, also could be like positive or negative, I should say. Because you could be like, yeah, I hated this, or I didn't like this show, but now I fucking hate it. Or you can be like, yeah, I didn't like this show, but now I'm really excited about season 2. So you never know.
Yeah, and ending can change everything, especially with the first season.
That's what happened with Monarch.
I'm at like 3 stars right now. Books, Girls, and Purrs in the chat. Mr. Bumpy and Squishington. Yes. Okay, I'm glad that somebody else remembers. Sorry. Thank you, Books, Girls, and Purrs. I appreciate
I have no idea what just happened. Nobody knows what is going on.
I appreciate your brain. You must
care. Are we caring about that?
I appreciate your brain. You must not smoke as much weed as we do. You want to tell people where you can find you on the internet?
I don't even know what we were talking about. I was like, okay, I can't remember what I ain't know.
Thank you for
you can find me on the Bantha Bunch show on Thursdays. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna be doing this week. Shit. It'll probably be tomorrow or a show on Thursday, but it'll probably be tomorrow because then I'll have to upload it and do all this shit. So just get your goddamn shit ready for tomorrow. And celebrate my birthday on Thursday.
Yes, happy anniversary of birth
Thank
in
you.
the future. Thank you for listening to the Drunk Banthas podcast. We do this every Monday at 8 p.m. Pacific time, but don't forget to like and subscribe so you can get updates on new videos. Check us out on Twitter, IG, TikTok, Letterboxd, likewise, all the internet things at the Drunk Banthas. Until next time, stay safe, my little Terrence Howard's.
Your little Terrence Howard sons.
And may the force be with you.
That was fun.
Ooh-wee! This nigga got some $1 million words, don't he?